Well, it's 2025, time for the Met Gala, where the richest of the rich and the well-to-dos dress up in fancy clothes. Why? Because you can't.
Rich, bitch!
And no one cares.
We don't give a fuck.
But why am I doing this video?
Well,
2 words. Sydney Sweeney. I'm Jazz Berganzo on this. Yes, I'm a man.
that is true.
And I have no shame in my game.
That is also true.
But it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Daily dose, common sense, facts, salt. Happy Tuesday. Well, this kind of caught my eye, and I didn't think in a million years that I would ever do a story like this, but the Met Gala. Know what the Met Gala is? Well, the Met Gala is a gathering. It's a gathering of the richest of the rich, the well-to-dos. They dress up in fancy clothes, fancy products. You know, they flaunt around, getting pictures taken, patting each other on the back. Why? Because you can't, and no one gives a fuck. Mostly of America doesn't give a fuck. But why am I doing a story? 2 words. Sydney Sweeney. Yes, that star, that lovely, voluptuous star of those amazing hit movies. I couldn't name right now because they kind of all suck. But she's the star of the current series Euphoria. And she showed up in a black dress. And there were some people that are rubbed the wrong way. Because the Met Gala is a themed party. And they think that she didn't meet that theme. And here we go. This, coming from the New York Post. Sydney Sweeney blasted for Met Gala fashion misstep. She's not on theme. But then again, you be the judge. Well, according to the guy in the video, he doesn't think so. Me, I think she's hideous. She's being called on a carpet for her tone-deaf look on the red carpet. What? Hollywood sweetheart Sydney Sweeney is on business end of social media's punishing yardstick and claims that she missed the mark at the 2025 Met Gala culturally meaningful theme. Yeah, she totally missed it. Sydney Sweeney's referencing Kim Novak, quote, Sydney referencing Kim Novak, a white lady for superfine, tailoring black style, okay. Scoffed a cyber fault finder on X, blasting the White Lotus star's nod to 1950s actress Kim Novak. Notice the theme, white lady, as I continue. She's set to portray the silver screen veteran Scandalous, a forthcoming film directed by Met Gala co-chair Coleman Domingo. The biography will follow Novak's forbidden love affair with Sammy Davis Jr. during the Hollywood's golden age. Before marking her grand debut at tonight's fashionable doo-doo last night, Sydney shared a snapshot of Novak on her Instagram story, hinting at a stylish inspiration for the evening, where the dress code was tailored for you. Upon arrival, the Euphoria actress sashayed up the museum staircase in a curve-clasping Miu Miu gown, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, I probably didn't. The black sparkling number featured beaded fringe and a keyhole cutout that showcased her ampleness. Of course, that's Kim Novak there. She looked exquisite from head to toe, but did she nail the night's celebration of black dandyism and designers? Some virtual vultures are shaking their heads. No. Quote, paying homage to a white lady when the theme is tailoring black style, spat one outraged ex-user. Outraged. Yes. Total outrage. Another, Sydney Sweeney is not on theme for the night at all. Nice gown, beautiful gowns though, ranted another. Again, I don't see it. Of course, that's her and Domingo Coleman. Actress Sydney Sweeney looks like she's going to a White House Correspondents' Dinner and not the Met Gala based on superfine tailoring black style, and underwhelming onlooker wrote. I guess this is a safe way to interpret the theme. Smack my head. Sydney Sweeney needs to explain that how to pay homage to a white woman is black dandyism. The beleaguered Belle explained the curation to her attire at Vogue, telling red carpet correspondent Lala Anthony, I always feel that the Miu Miu just brings out beautiful stories to every dress. So she's actually paying homage to Kim Novak, and I'm doing a movie with Coleman Domingo about Kim Novak. So we really wanted to bring that to life. I know it's a silly story. Why bother? But once I read it over a couple of times, I was like, well, I'm picking up something. I don't know what it is, but I'm picking up something. Now, One or two ways you can look at this. One, this was absolutely worthless because no one gives two fucks about the Met Gala, which I am in that camp. I really don't care. I don't. I don't care how much money these people have flaunting around in gowns. More than likely, they're borrowed gowns. They probably don't even own these damn things and the products that they're pushing. But anyway, it's a night to get out and show yourself off. Sydney Sweeney, who has ampleness galore all over the place. Like I said, she's a very pretty woman. Now, her acting skills, but she's got the look. She's not afraid to flaunt it, you know? You know, like the old adage, if you got it, flaunt it. And she does every single time. So when she is showing up in like I said, it's a pretty gown. Don't get me wrong. It's a pretty gown. And like I said, she is showing off her goods, the wares. You get jealousy. You got people a little jelly. And of course, some of the comments off X, these people are jelly. You know, oh, I didn't meet the theme because of a white lady. Two things. A, you're jelly because she's a pretty woman. B, because you brought up a racial theme when there was none. I know it's I know it's a theme thing, and I catch it on E. You know, when my wife is watching Entertainment Tonight, and this comes up, and there's a theme to it. But at the end of the day, who gives a? She dressed up how she wanted to dress up. Why? Because she was inspired by the actress that she's portraying in a movie. So who gives a? But according to these knuckleheads on X, who have nothing better to do but to sit in their basement with their hands full of Cheetos and type away, should you expect anything less? And with that being said, I'm Jez Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. I hope not. I hope this is the last video I ever do on anything related to Met, because I think it's stupid. But like it, share it, subscribe to it, leave a comment below. Appreciate you guys watching as always. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next time. Peace.